Today, we are going to find out why we are not going to moon anymore. Let's find out the myths and truths behind it. NASA did it in 1969. They landed on the moon. But what if I told you, despite having the technology, NASA hasn't returned for over 50 years? Some say it was fake. Others say something out there warned us to stay away. So, why did we really stop going to the moon? Today on Quest Mind, we dig deep into the myths and the truth. Let's start with what the internet loves most, the conspiracies. The most famous? Are you ready to find out? The moon landing was staged in a Hollywood studio. The evidence? Shadows, waving flags, missing stars in the sky. But here's the twist. NASA has already explained most of these scientifically. Next myth, aliens warned us never to return. This comes from strange radio transmissions and astronaut interviews taken out of context. Interesting, but no proof ever confirmed that claim. And then, secret military bases were built on the moon. Sounds exciting, but zero credible evidence. These myths get clicks, but what's the real story? The truth NASA has told. In total, 12 astronauts walked on the moon between 1969 and 1972. After Apollo 17, it all stopped. Why? Simple answer: money. The Apollo program cost the US over $25 billion, over $150 billion today. Public interest faded. There were no ratings, no excitement, just danger and debt. Plus, the Cold War had shifted. The race was over. America won. Congress slashed NASA's budget. The remaining Apollo missions were quietly cancelled. Did you know over 800 pounds of moon rocks were brought back and shared with scientists worldwide? Japan, India, and other countries independently confirmed the moon landings through satellite tracking, and today, NASA has left laser reflectors on the lunar surface. Scientists still bounce lasers off them, proving we were really there. Oh, and the Soviet Union, America's greatest rival at the time, never denied the landings. They tracked everything. Cold War footage, USSR versus USA. Flags, vintage satellites, rocket launches. To truly understand why we stopped going to the moon, we have to understand why we even went in the first place. It wasn't just science. It was a race. A political game between the USA and the Soviet Union. In the 1960s, the world was divided by the Cold War. When the Soviets launched Sputnik, the first satellite, America panicked. And when they sent the first man into space, the US knew it had to respond. President John F. Kennedy made a bold promise. We choose to go to the moon, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. So the moon landing became a symbol of dominance, not discovery. And when America won, the race was over. Modern NASA, CGI, Artemis rocket, spacesuits, women and people of color training. But that was the past. Now, NASA is going back. With the Artemis program, we are preparing for a new moon landing. This time, not just to plant a flag, but to stay. The Artemis 1 mission already tested the new rocket. Artemis 2 will carry astronauts around the moon. And Artemis 3 will land humans, including the first woman and first person of color on the moon's surface. This is not just a return. It's the beginning of building a permanent lunar base. A step toward exploring Mars and beyond. The myths brought fear, but the future, it brings hope.
So why did NASA stop going to the moon?
The truth is not as dramatic as the myth, but it's far more human. Budget cuts, political changes, shifting priorities.
And maybe, just maybe, the moon wasn't the final goal.
Now, NASA is planning to return with the Artemis missions, aiming to stay long-term. The age of moon myths may be ending, but a new space era is just beginning. Still think something is being hidden from us? Drop your theory in the comments.
And if you're ready to uncover more secrets, myths, and hidden truths,
Subscribe to Quest My. The truth is just the beginning.